Hey there guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Shikimori-san. So, continuing on from last episode, I'm assuming in this one they are going to go on their little summer vacation, summer outing. They decided in the end to go towards a river, so barbecuing, probably fishing, maybe a little bit of swimming, and who knows, maybe a little bit of exploring around, the forest and so on and so forth. And I'm sure that we will get to see some swimsuit fan service in this episode. In fact, I've heard some rumblings from people that apparently this is going to be a great episode for fans of Shikimori? Question mark. And then obviously, since this is this series, right? I'm sure that Izumi is going to get into some sort of situation or another. If anything, I'm actually hoping for something like Shikimori and Izumi maybe. I don't know, like fall off a cliff, sprain an ankle, something of that sort. I'm expecting something of that sort, actually. And then hopefully we will have a longer episode, like maybe even our first multi-episode arc here. But who knows? Let's get into it and jump right into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. No. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is them traveling. Yep. You're gonna get sunburned, Shikimori. I guess they didn't do good. Huh. I would have thought that they would have all gathered together and then traveled to this place. Because obviously they're going to somewhere outside the city. But it seems that they decided to gather at their destination. By the way, apparently, I'm not 100% sure on this, but apparently there's going to be a Shikimori version of this opening. And the reason for this is apparently in one of the. Again, I'm a huge fan of the voice actress of Shikimori, Onishisari. And I listen to her radio shows and whatnot. And apparently, on one of the radio shows, she mentions about how she spent time she spent time recording the opening for Shikimori-san. So I guess we got that to look forward to. I'm not 100% sure about that because I haven't, personally listened to that radio episode yet. But just skimming through the recaps and whatnot, I think that has been implied. So something else to look forward to. Jolly times at the river. Knock on wood. Alright, so yeah, it is a commonplace. Don't you guys have like any shake? Yeah, that's not how you do an onion. Ooh. Yeah, who knows? Maybe he's good at cooking. Oh? Oh, nice. He's even holding in a correct way. Yeah, you gotta put your knuckles in front. Like I said, this is basically an anime where the traditional male and female roles are reversed. Oh. Yeah, Shikimori definitely has this competitive spirit against the dude. Do you have like alright, never mind. I was gonna ask if he had any fire starters, but maybe I'm being too serious about all this. Oh, that's interesting. Iron Pan. I approve though. I approve. You know, I mean barbecue's nice and all, but sometimes, especially for vegetables, I still find that actually having a container to spread the heat is better. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. And hey, it's actually quite that thing's quite heavy. You know, you gotta lug that entire iron cast pan here. Oh, she actually can't cook? Let me think. Like it's it's not huh? Oh, I guess seasoning? But it smelled good, so I thought it and it looked good. Aw, that's when we eat more, you're gonna get oh well if it's cooked properly and it's just a taste, then maybe you're not gonna get food poisoning. Because Shikimori made it. Ah, yeah, it's mostly the seasonings. So again, as long as it's cooked properly, you, sh- you shouldn't be at risk of food poisoning. Oh, is it swimsuit time? Mochi? Oh, s'mores. Of course, people in the West would obviously know what this is, but I think this isn't typically what Japanese have. It's either just pure marshmallows or which is also very common in Asian countries, is something like mochi. What the heck? What was that for? Ah, she is so. Man, that face. That face, guys. Aw. So innocent. So young. She's wearing her swimsuit, right? Huh, I actually. Oh, hers is nice as well. I like their swimsuit designs, both of them. Yeah. I definitely like this better than going to the beach as well. Oh, oh, okay. Is Izumi going to try and save her? And that's how he gets himself into a situation. Wait, she didn't really buy that one, did she? Huh, you can swim? Huh, I thought he couldn't swim actually. Okay, okay. So at least he knows enough to swim, right? Did he? Well, okay. I guess that's the. And now it's time for Shikimori to do. Shikimori, dive in. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking. Guess he didn't really do any warm-ups or whatnot, right? Ah, there she is. Oh, are we gonna have to do CPR? Oh no. Ah, that's okay. No, I guess this entire situation was much less. Well, actually, in reality, it was pretty dangerous, but. Yeah, Izumi is just a very nice, very warm guy. Ah! Shikimori. Hey, Izumi. Shouldn't you give thanks to Shikimori as well? Come on, Izumi! Give Shikimori some thanks! Okay, so I guess she... no. That was not exactly the one that she bought. The one that she was holding. And so she didn't actually get... Hmm? Yeah, it suits her. It's pretty much what she would be wearing, I think. Gelato. Are you guys gonna like exchange? Just eat it. I guess because I... Come on, dude. You... That's just gonna raise... That's just gonna raise Shikimori's, like... That's just gonna raise Shikimori's, like... Oh. Brain freeze. And here I was thinking they're all getting, like, worked up because it's like an indirect kiss or something of that sort. What? Well, I guess Achimitsu is not that much of an outdoor person. I mean, this is definitely relatable, isn't it? After a day of playing, everybody's just like completely conked out. Are you at least gonna sleep on him? Ah, there we go. Just don't. Just enjoy, dude. And here we go with the Yoru Camp music again. But hey, it actually kind of makes sense this episode. Hmm? Well, what are you? Yeah. Bring him over. Bring him over. Look at that. Oh my god. No, I can kind of see like why Shikimori would be so jealous of Inuzuka, right? Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Once again, a wholesome kind of episode. Well, see you guys after this. Alright, well, that was that, I guess. Honestly, I feel a little bit disappointed by the actual situation they got themselves into. I feel like this was, especially with this kind of this kind of outing episode, it would be the perfect time to really bring it into a more like multi-episode sort of arc and have a little bit more substance to the episodes. Like again, what I've been saying since episode 1 and since beginning this series, right? I could totally see how this could get very very formulaic going forwards. How we are always faced with, okay, in a certain situation, Izumi gets into some kind of situation, and then Shikimori comes to the rescue, and etc. And that's basically what happened here as well, right? Although I guess to balance things out a little bit, we got to see a lot more of Izumi's good points in this particular episode, right? Both in his cooking skills, which to be honest I feel like was kind of expected. I do feel like it's when we have this sort of power balance between Shikimori and Izumi, right? I feel like that was to be expected for Izumi to be the one who's the better cook. And then obviously once again we see his kind heart and how he really looks out for others and puts others before him with the with the saving the little girl thingy. And I feel like I originally was thinking to myself, like, why don't you ask, like, you shouldn't just do this by yourself, right? You should call for others as well. Let people know what you're gonna do. It just makes sense, right? Even if you do want to be the one who's, even if you are the one who first spurts into action, you still kind of want to let others know what you're doing, right? Just in case. But then again, it seemed that he could swim, and to be honest, it wasn't exactly a very fast-flowing river or anything. It's just that he simply got cramps, and I mean, it is a real danger, right? That's why we always say that you need to do warm-ups before you get into the water. But, it is what it is. And, of course, Shikimori to rescue. We didn't really get to see much of a swimsuit from her. I'm kind of disappointed by that fact as well. But I guess it's kind of made for it by watching Shikimori get into many situations where she gets flustered and a little bit jealous here, right? And especially like her and Inuzuka, I can totally see why Shikimori, innately has some sort of like defensive mechanism towards Inuzuka, because apparently, Izumi clearly trusts him very much, right? As a fellow male friend or whatnot. It's not like there's anything, BL or whatnot going on between them, but it's just a simple matter of fact that I feel like Izumi and Shikimori, they're still very, very overtly polite towards each other, even though they are clearly like boyfriend girlfriend. A lot of times the way that they're acting makes it seem like they're still more in this sort of flirting process rather than being a confirmed couple here, right? That's the situation. Like, honestly, I've seen people flirting that's gone a little bit more aggressive than how they exactly are treating each other. I know this is supposed to be like wholesome and pure and all that, but I was a high schooler once, and anyways, even at the very end there, right? Well, not the very end there, but after Izumi saved the little girl, and after Shikimori saved Izumi, we had that kiss from the little girl, right? Okay, cute and whatnot, and indeed, that was just a little girl. Shikimori don't really have anything to be jealous of or anything, but that was the perfect opportunity for Izumi to give a kiss towards Shikimori, right? Not necessarily one on the lips, they probably haven't done that yet, but at least just a little peck on the cheek or whatnot, right? Just on one hand to show gratitude towards her for saving you, and on the other, well, you just literally got kissed by a little girl, right? Shouldn't you kind of return the favor to the one that saved you and whatnot, or use it as an inspiration? But then again, like I said, they're clearly still treating each other on a very formal level, right? They're still using the san prefix for Pete's sake towards each other, like Shikimori-san and Izumi-san and whatnot. They're clearly not exactly they're not exactly being very how can I say, very, they're kind of lovey-dovey towards each other, but they're not being very intimate with each other, is what I'm saying here. And yeah, maybe, I mean, obviously part of it is nerves and all that, but you kind of seriously want to push them along or whatnot. They are progressing at a snail's pace here in regards to a relationship, and you just want them to get on with it and whatnot. So even in this, even at the end there on the train where they were going back, I feel like Shikimori only really did that, pull Izumi over because she saw that he was leaning on towards Inuzuka, so kind of having that jealousy feeling to her, and added to the fact that Izumi was asleep, so that led her to be a little bit more bold in her actions and do that, right? Otherwise, she's also quite shy when it comes to being proactive towards this. But I say that, but no. Well, I mean, she does like to tease Izumi a little bit. We saw that during the barbecue scene and whatnot, and woof, that scene there where she was licking her fingers, that was like woof. That was you need to open the air conditioner there or something, right? And then and also another missed opportunity, right? The ice cream scene, wouldn't that be in any kind of different rom-com, even if they were not in a relationship with each other? That would have been a scene to get an indirect kiss or something of that sort, right? And yet here it's just no, ruined, and that one is on Inuzuka, so. Yeah, I guess Shikimori has every right to be kind of sorta defensive and jealous of him. But oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Not really too much to add. Again, I'm still waiting for the time when they can have a multi-episode sort of arc here, or at least any kind of deeper arc to further the story along, right? I know that there's been multiple volumes of this released already in its manga form. There's clearly something that's supporting it. You can't do this formulaic thing forever, right? So you need to progress, and I'm still waiting for it. And if we are going by like typical anime rules or whatnot, I would expect it to happen somewhere in episode 7, maybe, like the second half of the season, and then maybe we will make some progression there. But until then, well, I guess we shall just enjoy Shikimori in all her glory. Anyways, that is it for now. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.